My question to y'all, and this has been the biggest conversation again, along with modern relationships, which is 50-50. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't like talking about the question.
What are you asking? Do we do 50-50?
I'm gonna get there.
Or is it okay to be 50-50?
So I want to ask y'all, and I'm gonna give my take on it as well. No, how do y'all feel about 50-50?
Going 50-50?
Yeah.
Or being in a marriage with 50-50?
Pick your flavor.
You want me to go first?
I'm gonna let 28 years go first. Well, look at the white ears perked up.
Well, I'm old school, but the modern women, they want to work and make their own money, and you know, their chest stick out too when it's like that. Right. That's just how it is. They're not gonna sit at home and be the homemaker. Modern working women today, it ain't happening. It ain't a bad thing because that's what they want to do. Right. Now, if she can sit at home and I can just, you know, pay the bills, and she just be that. But you know, because our expectations will be okay, and if this ain't the dinosaur, you think okay, you at home. My plate ain't fixed. You know, I ain't got nothing to eat. You know, I only got one pair of drawers in the drawer. What's going on?
And all them damn Amazon boxes on the porch.
so you can't do that. Right. So it can be 50-50 because most wives make more than their husbands now anyway.
100% facts.
You know, I got a corporate wife over there. I mean, she make more than me, and I ain't saying nothing. But we work together.
There you go.
I'm still the king. She's still the queen. You know, sometimes she want to be the king, which is fine. And because I need that balance.
Yeah, for sure.
Know? So the other part of me won't come out.
For sure.
Everybody know, I know my line. She know her line. She know what to cross, not to cross. I know what to cross. So we keep it balanced. You know, you're going to have your ups, downs and ups. But when you come out at the end, it's the same common cause.
Hell yeah.
That's 100%.
Working together. And when we disagree, guess what? We agree to disagree.
There you go. There you go.
Ain't nobody, all right, you ain't right. I ain't right. I ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
There you go.
In my head, God dog it, I'm right.
That's a fact, 100%.
I'm keeping it peaceful by 50-50.
Hey, I feel you.
And some days it ain't gotta be 50-50.
No,
I got you, baby.
Facts. 50-50. We don't do 50-50. We do whatever. Whatever makes us happy.
I like that. I never heard that before.
It's not,
I don't know what it means.
I'm about to break it down for you right now. We got one bank account. All our money comes to that one bank account. She don't have a secret bank account. I don't have a secret bank account. So bills paid, whatever she do. Ain't no, hey, can I? If it's something big like 3-4 grand, hey, I seen such and such. Okay, you know, yeah, we come together and we talk about it. But if it's little stuff like hair, nails, and what she gonna call me for? You know what I'm saying? She got a job just like I got a job. We both putting money into that bank account. We do us. That's what we do. If it makes her happy and it ain't breaking the bank or we 3-4 months behind on mortgage.
Do you have to answer for if you take $500 out? Do you have to let her know, or does she ask you?
I don't have to let her know, but I do it out of respect.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have to.
I like that.
Like what day was that? We were hanging out. I can't remember what day it was, and we were drinking, eating. I think I was with some coworkers. I spent about $300-400. And I looked, it was like, I spent $300 on these? I don't even like these cats like that for real. But then I thought about it. It was some of the people that I normally really kick it with. Got home, I just knew she was going to be like, you spent, didn't say nothing. And that was early in our marriage. And that's when I learned.
You knew?
Yeah. Like, there's no 50-50. There's us. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, we walk in the storm together and we go walk out together. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, I'm gonna walk in front of her. No, we go walk out together hand to hand. Let's rock.
Yeah. Can I steal that too?
For sure. For sure.
Let's get it. Hey, that's some gems right there. So, being the youngest of the bunch.
Hold on. Whoa. You ain't the youngest by that much.
I can't even say that. We know where I'm at.
You ain't the youngest by that much. Hold on. You the same age as number 2 brother. Hold on.
Why you bring that up anyway?
Hey, you see how you be doing this?
Yeah, you know where I'm at.
Being the youngest of the bunch and everything. So here's my thought on 50-50.
I mean, you should go 50-50 shit. You single.
50-50 on himself.
You feel me?
So here's my thought on 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Can you ever thought on it? I know we can.
So I'm gonna tell a story.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
So I was.
Is this about the gas?
No, it's not about the gas. This is another story though. So, I got a ton of them.
Man.
So I was dating this young lady. And she asked me, she was like, well, what is your idea of a provider? And I explained to her, I said, well, I said, the way I look at it is, in an ideal world, I would like to pay for all the bills. Mm-hmm. The only thing I would really expect for you to do is, pay your car note and your insurance. So you can have whatever car you want and, pay the insurance if the insurance is just outrageous. If not, then I'll just take care of the insurance and you pay the car note. I said, but... And the way today times are, I'll pay the major bills, mortgage, insurance, whatever. Mm-hmm. I said we got.
Is that period or you make the most money?
I make the most money.
Okay, all right.
So,
excuse me.
And I don't know, you good. So in an ideal world, let me preface it. If I make the most money. Okay, if I'm the so-called breadwinner.
Once again, he's saying in an ideal
world. Right. I will pay the majority of the bills. Mm-hmm. And if she wanted to contribute to something, because there's always a level of contribution.
I like that.
I would say, okay, we'll take care of the groceries, the light bill, gas bill. If we got kids, take care of the kids. Mm-hmm. Put some money up for savings, put some money up for vacation, stuff like that. That's all I ask. Mm-hmm. That's it, and then you can have the rest of your check. Not even too much work.
I like that plan.
The girl told me, "Well, that's not a provider."
What? She said it's not a provider.
It's not a provider. In either scenario, it's not a provider. She said that she said the way a provider is that you have to pay all the bills, and I'm free to go and do whatever I want to do.
She said that.
That's a sugar daddy.
And I told her, I said, well, would you be okay with an allowance? She said, why do I have to be okay with it? She was like, well, what do you mean by allowance? I said, well, what if you get like a $500 allowance a month? And this was under the idea that it was making $100,000. And she was like, well, why can't I get like $5 a month? I said, $5,000 a month. I said, well, $100,000 ain't that much. Like, it sounds like it's a lot.
Y'all was at dinner?
No, we weren't at dinner. We were sitting on the patio.
She bought alimony while y'all married.
Damn, bro.
But I was like, you got to understand, if I'm taking care of the household and you're not doing anything, you're another child to me. So you get an allowance. And if you get $1,000 allowance a month, that's your money until the next month. And if you blow it all, you blow it all. And
she been sitting on the patio by her damn self.
And I asked her, I said, well, if we needed more money, then what we going to do? She's like, well, you need to go out there and get more money. And I was like, wow, that's the mindset.
That was the mentality?
That was the mentality.
She was younger than you?
We all need a shot on that.
Man, my glass empty as heck.
Wow.
No, we were about the same age. She was about like a year or two under me. The same age. But that was her idea of a provider. And this was coming from somebody that didn't drive and lives in an apartment. So and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
Wait a minute. Time out. Technical foul.
But
you got the nerve?
I'm not saying anything's wrong with that.
She couldn't drive, or she just didn't drive.
Well, this was a person that wasn't ambitious but wanted to be taken care of. I'll say that.
That's why she's single.
Then a mother.
I don't know what she.
Sorry, audience.
So let's move on.